Hey, Podcast America, welcome to episode 67, I think, of the Enlightened Neanderthals.
On kind of a roll.
We are on a roll. By the time you guys hear this one will be like 10 days in the rear view, so keep in mind that some of the stuff we're talking about, in fact, a lot is, I can guarantee you a lot will have changed since we recorded this. So send all those messages to Jordan at the Enlightened Neanderthals Instagram account. Don't send them to Mike and I because we don't read them. Training Northwest. The rifleman camp is sold out.
Oh, so, sorry, everyone that wanted to go.
That's
it's
right.
Too late. Yeah.
It just happens when you sleep on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to be having some fun out there in about, again,
2 weeks.
By the time this one drops, that'll be only 1 week away. So for us, it's 2.5 weeks. By the time this episode hits
this
the
will be
interwebs,
dropping on Rifleman Camp.
Oh, snap.
I think on August 3rd.
Anywho,
Anyways.
it's going to be a good time, and you'll probably hear about it at some point.
Yeah.
But what did we talk about today, fellas?
We went, is another.
This was a pillow talk episode. This is refractory period from jiu-jitsu and sweating, but it was a pillow talk episode about the chaos following Biden being missing, Trump assassination, Kamala getting the nod for
just all of the
fuckery
the weird,
that's happening.
the fuckery that's happening and the conspiracy theories that arise from it.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes of us trying to fill the rest of the 10 minutes. So enjoy, guys. The neighbor's dog were getting got. Like, I had to, because if a dog will attack my dog and get in a dog fight, but if it like maims my dog, it's kind of, it depends on what dog, right? Like if it was Rory, I'm bamming that other dog, just fucking turn it into a cartoon fucking scene.
You were making hip thrusting motions when you said that.
Well, that's what I was, all the power comes from the hips.
Okay. Just to be clear, he's not talking about shooting the dog.
No, I was talking about clubbing it.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it into a bludgeon it like a seal, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah. Here we go. And we're all looking a little sore and beat up from practice.
It was a rough one, boys.
Jordan.
I feel great. Skipped practice today. Got a little work done on the house.
Yeah, I've got pus running out of a brand new mat burn on the top of my left foot here. It's awesome.
Gross.
I'm going to rub it on your socks, Mike.
They are absorbent. Gross.
Oh, man. All right, what are we talking about? There's been a lot going on, even in the few days since we did our Trump assassination attempt episode. And it's like the conspiracies are all coming out, and they all seem to have a lot of credence to them this time.
Yeah.
I think that really ends up, when you have the technology to record and so many people were able to record different things happening, and like their narrative has to include all the facts, and all of a sudden it makes it real hard to bullshit and makes those conspiracy theories end up having more sauce.
It's all documented.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, one of the big ones was there's video of Secret Service agents talking on the rooftop over the top of Crook's body, and they are talking about how they took video or photography of him like 20 minutes ago or something, which means they were already watching him.
Yeah, they knew.
So and which is in direct opposition, I think, to what the official narrative is.
Well, and they saw him an hour earlier with a rangefinder.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny. AOC of all people made the point, which is weird that she went out and educated herself on the effective ranges of an AR-15, because she knew when she questioned the director of the Secret Service that an AR-15 has a 400 to 600 meter effective range. And then, then she asked the question, how did a building 150 meters well inside rifle range not make it inside your security perimeter? And coming from the hard left, that was kind of makes me wonder if the whole goddamn thing isn't just a giant reality show.
Or the Dems are studying up on the effectiveness of an AR if Kamala is going to be president now.
Yeah.
And they know no one's going to vote for her to be president. Maybe they put her in as Joe Biden steps down, and they really do a hardcore push to ban guns, and it doesn't matter because she's got, 4 more months?
I think Kamala Harris has said that if elected president, she would immediately institute some sort of ban and confiscation.
But it seemed like Biden had a stroke the other day. It wasn't COVID.
It just gets deeper. It gets deeper. There's my personal opinion is that there is a coup going on right now.
Biden's
certainly within the Democratic Party.
Didn't he just appear
and possibly
today?
No. Well, to some people,
he got off the plane.
He
with
fucking
holding a mask.
Well, I'll tell you this: he walked up those steps mighty easy.
Pretty fast.
He's struggled with steps his entire career.
He struggled up them before.
Yeah, and now he's kind of
bouncing right up.
Yeah, after being sick. Come on. No, the masks they have these days are ridiculous. $1,000. You can get $1,000 mask that looks like a fucking human. Like it and it completely changes who you are. You throw some sunglasses on and a mask or anything that kind of cover. That's the president.
Fucking throw it on.
You know what I mean?
Mitt Romney. And that's your Biden double.
Yeah, that just didn't, walk as slow or looked as confused.
Hang on, I want to read. Here we go. I want to read like this timeline that our friend, actually our friend Adam from the gym, Big Adam. God damn it, I can't get it to load. Fucker. Well,
anyway.
Yeah, cool story.
Yeah, I did see that, and I can't remember exactly how it went word for word, so I'll just wait until you get it exactly pulled up.
Yeah.
Technologies.
Yep, technology is kicking my ass right now.
What do you think? You think he's still alive? You think he's
I think he had a stroke, most likely.
Well, they said COVID.
Yeah. But it's not COVID.
All right, I got it. Here he is. He says, think about this. Trump almost gets assassinated. Days later, Biden has a medical emergency in Vegas requiring self-isolation at home. And the stories come out of the Las Vegas Police Department that they were originally notified to secure the route to the local hospital. Mm-hmm. And then as they were in the process of doing that, they were told to stand down. They're medevacing him to the East Coast to Johns Hopkins, meaning either A, it's extremely serious, or B, he's just already died and they're taking his body home. Last public appearance reported to be July 17th when deboarding a plane in Delaware, which is coming home from Las Vegas, I guess. So then at some point, we hadn't seen him for 5 days, and there's serious questions as to whether or not we have seen him yet. It's July 24th, and we don't know if we've actually seen him. There's somebody who walked up some stairs.
Wasn't he supposed to make a speech tonight? I saw they were putting fencing around the White House today.
Oh, I think that's because the Palestinian.
Yeah.
Okay, last public appearance. In the time since, Trump shows up at the RNC, accepts GOP nomination. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries ramp up pressure, campaign to push Biden out. Leaks abound. WAPO reports Obama not happy with Biden's election chances. Pelosi starts Operation Get Joe Out the hard way. Biden aides Rashidi Donnellan execute plan to push him out. Hunter and Jill reportedly have a screaming fest. A resignation letter with a suspect digital signature with no official letterhead is issued on X. The White House staff is blindsided. Chief of Staff informs cabinet, takes over comms. So that right there makes you wonder if somebody didn't transfer all of his authorities without his knowledge. Yeah. And by the time he woke up the next morning, or whenever, maybe he hasn't woken up, it's already officially logged and in the bureaucratic system has taken place. So those powers have been transferred
already.
Endorsements begin. Kamala shows up to take over. FEC filings change. Donations transferred over to her campaign. Kamala reportedly gets the delegates to be the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee. Joe Biden hasn't been seen in public the entire time.
And what day did he put that up? That was 2
days ago, I think, probably.
So the 20th?
No, 22nd.
22nd.
Oh, 23rd was Tuesday.
Okay, well, shit. There you go.
There we go.
Shows where I'm at. Mm-hmm. Call me Joe.
Yep.
Come on.
But there's so much, when they say where there's smoke, there's fire, and so many there's so many coincidences all just sort of falling into line that any one of them by itself you could maybe excuse. But when you look at the totality of the evidence or the events, it kind of points towards, there's absolutely a coup going on inside the Democratic Party, and it may be a coup all the way to the executive office.
Well, rumblings on the shady internet for the past 6 months have been that something big is going to happen in the summer. And maybe this is the beginning of...
That was an easy one to predict because it was, leading
right before
up to an
election.
Yeah, and they know what's actually telling is the fact that we all knew something big was coming, which means somebody has a playbook and we're all sort of semi-consciously aware of it.
I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, I know. It is. There is a feeling of adventure in the air. I really think we are as close to a tipping point where people rise up and say this government is no longer valid. We no longer respect its authority.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's. I mean, who's running it right now?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Do we have a functioning federal government right now? I don't know that we do.
Do you think if, say, we do go to elections and someone gets picked as president, when it seems like there's so much, I mean, all you have to do is get enough little pieces of paper saying you're the president.
Yeah.
Do you think when there's so much traction towards Trump, if it ends up being a Democrat elected, that pushes it further?
I think it's very possible. I mean, can't see the future, but I absolutely could see that scenario because, I just saw today that by 9 a.m., like the Trump rallies are filled to capacity and he doesn't speak till 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So the popular opinion and sort of the obvious signs are that he's the front runner by a long shot.
Yeah.
And so I think if we were to suddenly wake up the morning after Election Day and they're like, Kamala Harris, I think people would be like, no, not this time.
It was weird during 2020 because I didn't vote, but taking a feel of the temperature of the room, and we live in Western Washington, which is very blue, but the amount of support, like in people's yards for Trump, was it Pence again?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. But still, the amount of support, the amount of signs I saw for Trump signs was probably 15 to 1 to Biden,
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, even where we live in this blue of blue areas, I'm seeing so much Trump affection. I could only imagine how else it is throughout the United States or in more rural areas. And then to see like he lost, it was like, wow, that was, I mean, that's, what do you call that? Your personal bias. You're taking in only the things that you're seeing around you. But like I said, for a blue area, there's a lot of damn Trump support.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it was the same with our sheriff, Adam Fortney. Everywhere you went, you saw signs with his name on it. And then somehow the Jay Inslee aligned, whatever her name is now the county sheriff. And it's in situations like this when you ask yourself, is the federal government actually functioning right now? I mean, technically, yes, people are showing up to work, but are they functional, managers of this process? And I don't think I think the wheels are falling off because the mechanics don't know what to do. And that sort of makes you go, holy shit. The county sheriff matters a whole lot because if the wheels fall off at a federal level and then suddenly you're going, now the state isn't being propped up with federal dollars and whatnot, and everybody's kind of looking around and going, what do we do? Well, that's kind of why your county sheriff is important. That's their role, is to sort of step in and say, hey, this is Snohomish County. We're going to maintain this level of order. You might even start deputizing citizens into your. That's why they call them deputies.
Yeah.
Right. It makes me worried based on who our county sheriff is.
Did you see that I think there's 4 or 5 real front runners they're saying for Kamala Harris's VP pick, and in that list is our boy, Jay Inslee.
Oh, no.
Yep, he's one of the people on the list that she's thinking
honestly,
about.
I hope they do. So it would be like the 2 dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth standing up there. Could you imagine the 2 of them trying to answer real questions?
They could not go on any kind of long format anything.
Yeah.
She's bad.
Like
She's
me.
a bad speaker.
There's no way they're leaving her in that place because she's so unpopular. You're intentionally throwing the election if you leave her there, which makes me then raise an eye at Donald Trump, because I think, isn't his son-in-law Jared Kushner like the godson of Benjamin Netanyahu?
I don't know. He worked that peace deal.
I think Trump has deep ties to Israel, which I'm
think
not
so.
actually sure if that's a good or a bad thing. But there's where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a lot of smoke around Israel and its influence into our government. I know we've talked about it on here, the number of congressmen and senators and then executive cabinet members who have dual citizenship in the country of Israel. In fact, remember we got into kind of a little heated discussion about the idea that national or federal leadership people should not have dual citizenship because they should be pot committed to this country. And it's you look at the list of who has dual citizenship and you're like, holy shit, it's like 2/3 or 3/4. It's a majority, and it's all with Israel. So there is something there.
Tel Aviv is nice.
It's beautiful. I've been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the Tel Aviv, the beach. Yeah. Ooh, baby.
Yeah. Good times, it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I think in my head, if I'm going to start, let's just start making wild accusations and predictions. My prediction is Joe Biden. What is it? The 42nd Amendment or
25th.
25th Amendment. I think he's too sick. I think he's going to get pulled out before elections.
Do you think he's alive?
Even if he is dead and they're like slow burning the release, I think it has to come out if he was dead, and then she would be put into power. I think he probably got stroked out. Like, you can have a mini stroke, and then they rush you to the hospital for medicine and preventive measures to stop a major stroke. And Biden's had brain surgeries and strokes in the past, and I think he's probably got maybe another 2 weeks to a month. He'll resign. She'll step into office. I think she's not going to get picked as the Democratic nominee. I think she's going to maybe enact, because this is a Hail Mary. No one's counting on a re-election campaign for her, so I think this is a huge push to get maybe some crazy stuff done legislatively, but I think they're going to try and push someone else as the Democratic front runner before it's close enough for the ballot and for picking for the election.
Yeah. What do you think, Jordan?
I'm kind of curious if this has been something planned. Is that ethical? And also I'm thinking, if Biden has had a stroke, isn't that fucking like mandatory public knowledge?
That's why it's, regardless of what is happening, the fact that they have not shown him or had him speak live in so many days is very concerning.
Or make a real press statement.
Yeah, I mean, a fucking tweet? Come on.
Yeah.
To me, it seems like he's incapacitated at the very least. Yeah. I don't believe that he's getting off the fucking plane, walking up and down stairs all willy-nilly.
No.
Especially after having COVID or whatever. Like
he barely walks.
Yeah, but he's kind of hustling up them in the 2 videos, right? Or it's 1 video. Him walking
I haven't
up.
seen the stair videos.
Anyway, looked good.
Look,
I mean, moved a lot smoother. I mean,
yeah.
It just is what it is. Like, you see how somebody walks. He fucking, like, he sombers around, whatever the hell you want to call it, but he's not moving, and he looked good.
He's been shuffling on and off stage here for the last couple months.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
Getting help.
It's gotten worse.
Yeah.
Remember when he first started to run and he wanted to appear young and he'd like run everywhere? That old man jog. He would run to like, they would be like, and Joe Biden. He'd walk from behind the curtain and like run to the podium.
Yeah,
but it was old man shuffle.
We're out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kamala has 60 delegates backing her.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're
That's
telling
what
me.
they're saying.
She raised a buttload of money. It sounds
Raised
like.
Well,
fucking 80.
there's a lot of questions around that
Where it came
that
from.
also tie into the CrowdStrike Microsoft outage that hit. But go ahead, Jordan, because that's a whole nother thread.
Well,
rabbit
yeah.
hole.
Well, I was told that it was a bunch of small donors. There was no large donors. Interesting. Fucking very interesting.
And that's been exposed.
Dude, come on. Let's be real. People don't have that kind of money right now to be donating to somebody they don't like.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes her. Let's be. I think it's such a attack on. I hate to say that. I'm not going to say it.
Attack on democracy.
I mean, right? Like it. At some point, it's like this is what it looks like. Not a bunch of people walking into a building on the 6th of January going,
Yeah.
let's
Well,
rifle
actually,
through some.
As we are recording
is-
this,
Yeah.
as we're recording this, it's July 24th, and Benjamin Netanyahu gave his speech in Washington, D.C. today, and a bunch of far-left protesters are rioting at the Capitol right now, spray painting shit all over national monuments and whatnot. So far beyond what was
I thought
done
he
on
wasn't
January
going to
6th.
the White House.
I think he spoke in Congress.
Congress.
But they're
Why are they
that's what I'm
putting-
saying. They're at the
that's
Capitol.
why they're putting all the cages around the White House. Yeah.
It's wild that their issues are.
This would be
Their issues are becoming our issues.
Yeah.
Like, we're not the Middle East, but our country's getting divided by it.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
And I heard a very interesting. Well, go ahead. Sorry, finish.
No,
your-
I mean that
No.
I don't got a whole lot there.
This is a total tangent. I was listening to Tucker Carlson and Jack Posobiec, which was a really good interview. And one of the things they brought up is that the effect is the point of the system. So when you look at the history of communism, it has killed billions, maybe tens of billions with a B, people. And so maybe the point of communism is to reduce the Earth's population. And that's what is, all of this authoritative deep state, they are attempting to achieve a sort of feudal socialism, I think is the goal, is to establish, look at how we're being squeezed right now. I make really good money, and somehow I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And this just, like, up until very
What do those
recent...
lap dances cost?
Are you charging enough for your lap
I was
dances?
just going to
you
say,
give?
I get $40 for a song.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah.
The song's Happy Birthday. It's done like that.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
Mr. President.
I bet it's really in right now. He loves it.
Bunch of 6-year-old men just paying you good money.
Oh, man.
Come here, boy.
But that has only happened in the last couple of months. And so, a year ago, I was putting surplus into savings. Mm-hmm. And somehow, all of a sudden, boom. Granted, I've had a bunch of life changes. But,
Yeah,
I don't live extravagantly.
Yeah.
I do my best to live modestly. And right now, it's barely working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's tough to gauge on that, I live pretty lean all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, but I haven't really noticed that much of a change.
No?
No, but that's because of my situation, right? Like, I'm pretty lean.
Single, no kids.
Single, no kids. Like, 4
Yeah,
dogs.
but you got to see a increase in things like grocery,
Property tax,
gas.
Oh, certainly.
And so, like, your excess.
But it's a
extra.
slow burn that's happened with like gas and like. But all of a sudden, I see some weird shit where it's like Costco gas is $3.50 and the other gas stations.
Yep. So anyway, we're getting off track, but what it brought up for me is that idea that the effect is the point of the system made me start to wonder if the entire election, like we all knew coming into the election year, it's going to get fucking crazy this summer because it's an election year, and it's like, wait a minute, maybe this is the point. Maybe the whole system is just to make you think about how many people think Donald Trump is the savior. And they think that as a coup is happening in Washington, D.C., and as America is crumbling, that all they have to do is wait till November and check the right box, and they'll be saved.
That's crazy.
That is a fucking false narrative.
Well, if you would have stayed in, you would have gotten those child sex slaves out of the pizza restaurant in D.C.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean,
yeah. He's not the savior. He's the front runner for being a president, and they're going to wake up a year after he's elected and realize that not that much has changed.
I mean, he could be the savior if he really did find a way to fight corruption in Washington and in government.
But he didn't the first 4 years.
No.
How's he going to do it in the second 4?
I don't know. What's Project 2025? I've looked nothing into this.
It's kind of like a think tank, and their objective is to come up with policy that they can spoon feed to Republican senators, congressmen, and the executive branch, just so that, like, as they're developing their policy, it gives them something to look at. It's an attempt to influence policy.
Yeah. Okay.
And honestly, I like it. I've read some of it.
I saw a couple things. I haven't looked into it all.
Yep. But anyway, okay. It makes me wonder if the whole thing isn't just one big theatrical show meant to get us all. Everybody's emotionally involved. Look at us all right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The whole country's like, rah, up in arms, left against right. And it kind of makes me wonder if the idea, like, what's really going on? Or where are they stealing our money right now? Ukraine, Israeli,
Taliban.
Yeah, Taliban. And nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the fact the middle class is being crushed as money is being funneled to basically our enemies, probably so it can be laundered back to our big money interests in the, big oil, big pharma, military industrial complex. And we're all worried about who the DNC is going to pick as their front runner.
Yeah. There does seem to be a lot of smoke and mirrors at the moment. Yeah. They want you to be distracted. I've never felt it as much in my life.
Yeah. I kind of go back on what I said.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Well, if you have it, like, if your ideas are evolving as we talk about this.
No. I'm just talking as far as, like, I was like, yo, I'm doing okay, and it's like, wait a second, think about this, you dumbass. Like, my situation is good, but I'm still not. I'm not paycheck to paycheck, but I'm not that far off of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's like, I do see accounts dwindling. So I guess that is like,
if the savings accounts are dwindling, then you're beyond paycheck to paycheck.
But it was it's like, I picked this up or I bought that that I don't normally have. I bought a toolbox, and then it's like, but then you just start seeing, like, shit, and then
because
also
you're not replenishing it.
A lot of work's drying up.
Yeah.
So there's that on top of it.
Yes.
And it's like, because I'll tell you what, that fear is, that keeps me up.
Yeah.
Going, what happens if?
Yeah, and I've thought through this. There may come a day where I just got a thing in the mail last week that they have reassessed my house tax value, and they bumped it up like $90,000.
Yep. And
it's like, oh, thanks. And there will come a point where, if I have to decide between basics for living, like food and gas and stuff, I might just call the bank and be like, hey, guys, sorry, no payment this month.
Yep. We'll get you when we can.
Yeah. Come get it. If you want it, come get it.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Yeah, fuck.
I'll pick up the mortgage payments again when I can, but cost of living, sorry.
Yep. Your fault.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, what do you think about that BlackRock situation going with the fact that he is in the... Well, it makes sense to what you're saying. He's in the WEF... What?
Who's he?
The CEO of BlackRock.
Jamie Dimon.
No.
I think that's his name.
Is it?
Pretty sure.
So.
Okay. Well, Jamie Dimon.
Let's just say BlackRock CEO.
Yeah. He's also in the WEF.
I believe he's a WEF young leader, or whatever the fuck they call him, or he's
one of the people that are doing the things, which would make sense because their whole thing's
but
population,
here's the thing,
right?
is Trump has considered him as a possible cabinet member, and that's what makes me. That's how you know Trump. Okay, Trump is not your savior. He's also the front runner of the Republican Party. How do you get to be the front runner of the Republican Party? You have to be an insider. They don't just give it to you. They didn't want to give it to him in 2016.
Do you think RFK would be a better savior because the Dems pushed him out from being a Dem?
I do.
That's why he had to go.
I think that if RFK were to actually run in one of the two major parties, he might just crush it.
Yeah.
But as an independent, I don't think he will.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a good RFK impression?
Yeah, it's tough to listen to.
That's a tough,
and the thing is, I don't really agree with him on everything, but he does have a verifiable track record of taking on big industry, and that's kind of what we need right now.
That and his, I think he's the first guy to be president that's ever been like health first. Like he's like, I want to revamp the health system. I want to revamp how drug companies work. And it's like, whoa, that's kind
how public schools work. Are you kidding me? These are the real issues that affect us. Yeah. Not fucking whatever your policy on Yemen is going to be.
Yeah. So
your public education, your healthcare system. What else?
And then even like if you did like a Vivek where it's like, go through FBI, CIA.
Yeah, got the surveillance state because they took all of their... So we got off track again, but we went from issues that actually matter to us in our communities, but then I guess it does matter. It should matter to people in their community. You're being spied on all the time. The Patriot Act gave all of these authorities to the surveillance state to turn all of their apparatus inward toward U.S. citizens. And post-global war on terrorism, as that has wound down, even though, all these terrorist organizations are rearming, regrouping, retraining, bringing up another generation, they're not done. This war, the global war on terror, is not over for them. No. They're just regrouping.
It's never going to be over.
And
but that's what I was kind of getting a little irritated about as far as the Middle East shit. It's now coming here. And it's not coming here as in like, oh, the ideas are coming here. People are rioting right now.
Yeah.
They are here. Yep. Those people are here.
Yep.
So how did this physical thing get here? Because
through the Mexican border.
Well, yeah, but it's also fucking liberal college kids.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're right.
Like,
there's a whole bunch of
ideologies that are turning physical, and it's now that ideology has a physical body.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing that's making me go...
That's concerning because how many extremists, true extremists, not people who say they love America or want to own a rifle, how many extremists who are here intent on committing some sort of violent act? As political pressure is like the pressure cooker is heating up, right? And absolutely by intention. This is by design. And it makes sense that as the pressure increases at some point it's going to blow. So I imagine there will be some sort of large event. Much bigger than somebody taking a pot shot at the president.
You think like 2020 style, but
can we agree, though?
No, I think whether it's a red flag or a true terrorist attack, I think another large-scale attack.
Horrible shot, that motherfucker.
That's the other thing that doesn't make sense. He's shooting at 150 yards with iron sights. If you're going to make an attempt on the president's
life... Was it iron sights?
Yes, that's confirmed, which a headshot is difficult to do at 150 with iron sights. He would have been, well, he's who knows where he aimed. He could have been aiming center mass and just missed.
I've seen you hit 100 yards with a pistol.
Me?
So
don't let me on that rooftop.
It's 130. Okay. So
we're good. We're good.
You're nicking an ear too.
If you're going to make an attempt on the president's life, at least spend $40 on like a cheap dime store scope at a True Value hardware store.
Yeah.
If not some sort of like capable optic, that doesn't add up. Yeah. It adds up to he's the guy that was going to get killed and framed, and somebody else took the shot.
Yeah. Is this bullshit? I heard they did a audio analysis and they figured out that there was
that's been reported. I don't know if it's confirmed.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's multiple shooters.
We also live in an era of AI and photoshopping.
That's
and
what
deep fakes.
That's why I got to ask around.
There's a part of me that wonders if everything I'm reading is any of this even happening, or is this just shit to keep me engaged?
Something's happening.
Something's definitely happening. That's the thing is like we start talking like that, and it's like the reality is this is really happening. We are in this crazy situation, and it sucks because it feels like the government is gaslighting us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're concealing everything.
Because I don't trust the fact that like they're not allowing the president of the United States. I'm interested to know what's the longest time the president of the United States has not seen a camera.
I mean, it just depends, but in this kind of what's happening
going on
politically, temperature-wise, and what's
going
going on, he should be like
twice,
every
3
couple,
times a day.
He's being seen. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like when was the last time like the president took 3 days without a camera in his face? And not, this is him getting off a fucking an interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm curious as to what that time would be. If it's, they went on vacation, but there's going to be video. There's going to be...
Did we ever have a good drug addict? I mean, alcoholism probably, but do we ever have a drug addict president? Like where he goes missing for like 4 days. And Mr. President.
He's on a bender.
Yeah. But other than,
he's in Vegas with a fake beard, some dark sunglasses.
Dude, a weekend in Vegas with Hunter, that's a hell of a bachelor party.
Shit.
Yeah.
No, I think they're Uncle Bernie and fucking
Uncle
Biden right now. They're using him as this fucking
weekend of Bernie.
Weekend of Bernie and
weekend of Biden's.
Yeah, weekend of Biden's. That's what it feels like, and they're like they're using him as a puppet legitimately right now. And I think that they are. I got no real gas on it, right? Like I can't tell you like why they would do it, but I'm sure there's policies or things or fucking accounts that need to be switched, all this different stuff. And they're not letting us know, like, whether he resigns and step down and Kamala takes over, or they're trying to, like, we don't have a fucking clue. And the fact that we're going this long without actually knowing what's going on is ridiculous.
That's what makes me think it's more of a major event, and it's like they're buying time and trying to figure out their next move because there is so much kind of politics today. Politics is always nasty and cutthroat and cunning at the same time, but I feel there's so much more kind of a 3D chess going on. I feel he's not going to make it to the election.
I have an idea, so I didn't get to tell you guys my idea yet. And this is unsubstantiated. This is just me guessing and kind of thumb in the air. What if they told Biden, if you want to run again, you have to get rid of Trump somehow. Get him out of the election. And so,
come on, man.
Biden's the one on the roof.
Yeah,
because that checks out,
dude. That's why it's too slow.
That's why it was too slow. Yeah, that makes sense.
Whoa, we can't get him on there.
He's running on that rooftop.
Jill's helping him up the ladder.
I got an F-16. I don't need an AR-15.
Yeah. Hellfire.
Oh my God.
That's what he said right before he did it.
Hellfire. What if the Democratic establishment said, get Trump out of the race one way or another, and you can be the next, you can run for a second term. And so tried with everything under the sun, and then finally tried to take a shot at him. And then coincidentally, a few days later, they said, hey, guess what? You didn't get him out of the race. We're removing you. And that is the actual play that's
Do you
being
really
made.
need to remove him, though? Like, look at the debate
He wasn't.
the other
do you
day.
really think he had a chance of winning?
No, but
Biden was fucked.
his
Yeah.
brain is so
Biden was
freaking gone.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like
they
you
can't
don't...
they can't continue the charade without
Yeah.
a straight up stunt double.
Yeah.
Again, those masks are like $1,000.
We should all get some.
You know, I
Oh,
thought
shit.
Dude, I've
Biden
been
masks?
debating on it, and it's like,
Who would you get?
I can't.
No, we'd
What's
all
that?
get Biden.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
I'd show up and roll and fuck up some white belts.
That's Biden.
Oh God,
dude.
choked on my beer.
Denzel.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Blackface, huh?
Oh,
No,
Mike.
black math. It's not my face.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
It'd be pretty sweet if you could get like and really look the part.
Oh, I dress up like Training Day with that
yeah, the
Muslim
leather
skull
jacket,
cap
yeah.
and the leather
Yeah.
jacket. Yeah.
that's kind of a badass outfit.
Yeah, one of the best. Welcome to the office. Hopping an old hoopty.
Yeah.
I didn't know you like to get wet. What? Oh no.
Put on the mask and roll.
Denzel Washington, man.
I love Denzel. He's a good actor.
Denzel.
Yeah.
I was just watching The Equalizer for the first time.
The first one,
Fuck.
Is that
Good.
a Denzel?
Yeah, I liked it a
Oh,
lot.
I
yeah.
don't know what that is.
it's like
A
what does he
black
do?
John Wick.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
he works at Home Depot.
Yeah,
What?
but he's like
Which aisle? Hang on.
yeah.
Plumbing, lumber,
Dude, he's everywhere.
Electrical.
electrical.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because he's got the mind for it.
Yeah.
No, he is like the
Is
old
greeter?
guy.
Is he the greeter?
No, he's the old guy that's like wise beyond his years and like
yeah,
has this
yeah.
life story.
What
and-
you got going on? Oh, I accidentally ran a ditch witch through my neighbor's electrical service and plumbing, yeah, and there's fucking water and electricity everywhere, because that's what happens when you cut the electrical wires. Electricity gets everywhere, and he's the guy who's like, okay, what you want to do is go over to aisle 16, get one of those plastic handholds, and you're gonna go dig that in down right over the top of where you cut it, and you want to go over to aisle 5, get a coupling for that 1 1/4 inch water main.
Oh,
And a little plumbing putty, and then you're gonna want to head over to the electrical section, get some of that 4/0, 2/0, and that you're just gonna throw up a prayer on that.
pick
one,
yourself
brother.
up some Super 33.
Yes.
You go, hey, thanks, mister. I appreciate it. What's your name? And he goes, The Equalizer.
You know what?
Whoa.
There are a lot of holes in that story because it's like he was some like super special forces spy guy, worked for the government, and then all of a sudden he's working at
Me or
Home
Denzel?
Depot. No, Denzel. And then he's working at Home Depot
For
right?
healthcare.
Yeah, but how many like special forces guys that have had no construction training are you gonna walk into Home Depot and you're like, I need this, and they have no clue. They know how to clean a
Hang
gun.
on, that actually sounds about like the Home Depot.
No, that's
experience,
it.
If I'm being
You
honest.
hit it, dude. That's perfect.
I don't know.
That is how they hire.
Clue, yeah.
He wasn't pro staff.
A coupling?
Yeah.
What's that?
He just goes see.
Oh, they're right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The amount of times I've asked the Home Depot guys, and I'm like,
It's so
I
frustrating.
can't believe I just did that. Well, how
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
I need to do a little research before I come here.
I
and
watched
figure
a
my
7-minute YouTube video, and I know more than you.
shit. Yeah. And I did it in here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched a 6-minute video on shark bite plumbing fucking fittings, and now I'm more educated than you are on the things that are sitting right next to you in your place of work.
But let's be honest. Like, do they give a fuck?
No.
You know, and should they?
Yeah, but
you
they
go,
used
I
to.
want a mom and pop shop. You walk in, and this is what's wrong with the country. You get places like Home Depot, great, but at one point you go into fucking McClendon's or old man Van Wicks and
McClendon's
fucking
is
get
cool.
his spot, and he would tell you what the craziest shit were and how to use it, and there is places like that still, right?
Yeah.
They're dying.
Oh yeah.
And they're getting replaced by all kinds of
Home Depot.
bullshit, right?
Yeah, but didn't Home Depot used to do a pro staff where it's like they have all their minions working, but then they'd hire someone that does construction for like $50
Maybe.
an hour?
Hang on, no.
In a specialized skill.
Have you ever watched their how-to videos?
No,
we used to pull up the Home Depot how to bend conduit
Oh, it's
videos at work
ridiculous.
for lunch and just howl with laughter.
They showed us at the apprenticeship and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then they're in product. The guy's like, it's a model. He's just like, right? And it's all fucking wonky. And then like you see that, and then you see it going into a box, and it's like perfect. And it's like, okay, somebody else went and fixed your shit. Yeah. But I will say, I did see a guy who just retired from 46 who was he was like, I'm just looking to do something, fill up a little bit of time.
I've thought about it myself is getting a job there, like part-time.
And the
in
outdoor
electric-
section?
Oh, no, because I would fuck with people. Like, what you got going on, boss?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, explain to me how you're going to accomplish this. Oh, you know what? Just hire somebody.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me do you a favor. We're going to take this out of your cart. We're going to put it back on the shelf. Walk out of here, go hire somebody.
Yeah.
Tobin's not leading in sales at Home Depot.
Here's a card.
Yeah.
I'll come do that for you.
Oh, my God.
Just get a bunch of side work. I can do that. Not a problem.
That would actually
yeah,
be,
actually, that's pretty
Yeah.
smart.
Work part-time at Home Depot
Yeah.
to develop your side jobs.
Yeah. And just start crushing.
Crushing
Oh,
cash
you
jobs.
would too.
Oh, absolutely.
You would. That's actually fucking brilliant.
Genius.
Okay, well,
Are we
things-
implying?
plans have
All
just
right.
changed.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe this economy is not as bad as I thought.
Oh, shit. All right. Pee break.
Pee break.
I'm waiting.
Are you relieved?
I'm
you-
I'm
That was
so
the
relieved.
quickest pee break.
Yeah,
It
dude.
was a fast one, but I was the only one who actually ran for the potty.
But did you
That's what we
actually
call
make
it.
it there is my question. Of
course.
Or did you go straight outside?
Oh, no, I went to the toilet.
Okay.
He marked Dan's trailer.
I was going to say,
Lift a
we're at
leg.
the gym and he's pissing towards the road down there. I figured you just, because that was quick. I thought you went right down the stairs and right outside.
I only do that when the kids are here.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
I do not condone.
Red dot in the internet.
Yeah.
Well, boys.
Well, we got deep into the conspiracies of the happenings of Washington, D.C. I am fucking beat up. Tonight must have been a gnarly night. Did we already talk about that?
Not on here.
Not on here.
I came in. There was quite a bit of people here because I didn't get a role. I didn't come in and practice. Sorry, guys. But there was a shitload of people, and everybody looked like they were working their asses off. So, although the music lately, the fuck's going on with the music here?
Been different.
It's been like real low key.
Yeah. There was a mix tonight of like some really good music, and then there was some that was a little too melodramatic.
We're going to need to pump up those BPMs. I came in here to something that was just not, Could you imagine doing a practice to rave music?
No. Maybe.
probably not.
I don't know. Maybe then whenever we
Everybody's
decide
on
that we're
Molly.
gonna when we're gonna it's just everybody. That's when jujitsu gets gay.
Yeah.
Everybody's just. Are you guys hugging?
No, it'll happen on a
Are
Sunday.
you crying?
Yeah. No.
It'll happen on a Sunday.
If it's going to happen, that's when it's going to happen.
I think part of it, too, is that it's so goddamn warm. It's not, this isn't
Tonight
the
wasn't
biggest heat wave, but when you're used to coming up here all throughout the spring, the winter, the fall, our temperature normally is like 50 degrees max,
Honestly,
outside.
I think it's just that the average, even the white belts here are fucking tough.
Everyone's getting tough.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's
It's fun to see.
Yeah, and it goes to the culture of the gym and also the education and training that comes from Greg and Will and Tyler and Mike and Dr. Professor Mike.
Correct.
Dr. Professor.
But it has elevated the game of a lot of people, and as that elevate, as those people sort of start to elevate their game, they sort of drag each other up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And I've realized looking around, it's like, Jesus Christ, the only way to take a break is to sit out around.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's all that, and it's fun, but the outside factors that are happening, it's like we're coming up on the gym's biggest party of the year.
Yeah.
This weekend, so probably this is going to be released the week after.
It'll be a week in the rear view by the time people hear this.
But it's coming up, and it is so fun, and like the family culture that is here is like no other that I've been a part of. So it is cool to have that because everybody shows up, everybody has a good time, and like you meet the other half of everybody's life, you know, which is kind of cool. Yeah. You see a bunch of kids running around. I mean, we got a fucking blow up
bouncy castle
coming, you know what I mean? Like,
hang on.
Well,
I thought we discussed that was for us.
Yeah, well, it might be. Okay. It might be. No,
adults first.
Yeah.
Black belts first.
But I mean, it's so fun to have that. Like, and I look forward to this time every year of like having a big barbecue with all the people like you give a shit about outside of work and family, you know?
Well, it's fun to do. I mean, people from like coworkers or people from training, and you kind of like you vibe and you get along but you're still kind of just doing this one thing, what the job is, what the sport is, but to hang out and break bread and drinks,
well,
and cut loose a little bit.
That's the thing.
It's a part of a bonding experience too that I think that's why Christmas parties are fun at work, because it's like we were all in the trenches together, but now you get to see a different side.
That's true. You don't get to see the focused practice side of people. You're going to see them cut loose a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to hang on. And this is I am issuing a challenge, which unfortunately people aren't going to hear this until a week after it's too late, but I'm going to cut loose.
I'm going to cut loose a little. Well, so this is going to be our 6-pack and roll. Yeah. Maybe. Although
I don't know if I'm going to roll.
You guys are fucking wild. Are you kidding me? Like that's
if we're showing up here at 9 and rolling doesn't start till noon or 1.
We'll drink an element in the middle.
This is true.
Come on, dude. No, we'll be grilling and having fun, but it's like you get to cut loose. But at the same time, it's like, it's just you're hanging out with friends. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Favorite time of the year, by far.
Yeah,
by far my favorite time of the year with the gym. Just because it's light. It's always light vibes, but it's like
it's all
everyone's carefree
too.
It's intense vibes. Yeah, there's a bunch of people who are going to be. There's a bunch of people who are going to be changing belts.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
I guarantee you.
I think there's a lot of white belts going to blue and a lot of blue belts going to purple.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of blue belts that roll at like a fucking hard level. So it'll be fun. Yeah. Competition-wise, there's not a lot of people doing competitions lately, though.
I think a lot of the kids are.
A lot of the kids are.
Yeah. Harley did.
Harley
really
did.
Well.
Harley won.
I know Zach's going to the next one.
Oh,
I
is
think,
he?
Jake Cicchini, who was on episode 2, he's going to the next one.
That's right. Yeah.
I think Skylar, Brett, Kyle.
Have they been going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Those guys have been training religiously in Nogi.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the spot.
The next generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's completely.
Is Hayden competing? I think he's been competing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess. Yeah. We're fucking getting in the deep weeds of Electric North.
How boring is this?
Sorry, guys. Except for all of you who are listening, you're welcome. Hunting's coming up. We're.
I'm not going to be able to go on the dirt bike scout on August 3rd. That's the weekend before. Hey, Rifleman Camp is sold out.
What?
Sold out today.
Yeah. To some corporate sponsor.
Yeah.
Cabela's.
Mike.
I'll work on it. Don't worry.
So, that's the weekend before rifleman camp, and I have the boys, so I can't take Lando on that ride, and I need to be making last minute preparations.
Have him do what my dad did and wait at the truck.
I know.
I'll be back before dark. If not, here's a lighter.
Exactly.
What?
It's all good.
Here's a bag of corn chips.
Yeah.
I mean, we will go. I'll pack a rifle because we can probably shoot a bear. Well, August 1st is when bear opens. So I'll pack a rifle, but this is more of a scouting to figure out how to get up there.
Oh, and I'm so jealous.
It's all right because we go again in the high hunt.
Yeah, okay.
So September 12th.
Will we be able to ride dirt bikes then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good season.
And then you got some elk coming up, and then deer, and then duck opens the same day as deer.
So I'm interested in you getting into a duck blind.
Me getting into
I know
a
you
duck
don't.
blind?
You don't
Are you flirting with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try and stay warm. And it's
the way to get me into a duck blind is with a little bit of
a shotgun.
You got to be. You need to be emotionally open.
Oh, gross!
Right.
Perfect.
We need to talk about a few things.
Okay.
We need to maybe spend some time together first, get to know one another, and then if I feel safe with you emotionally, not physically, emotionally, if I feel safe with you emotionally, I will get into a duck blind with you.
Oh.
That sounds like way too much effort. I just go in there, take a lot of shells, and
all right. To be honest, if you got a bag of chili cheese Fritos and a couple of these Keystone Lights, I'll probably get in the duck blind with you.
Yeah.
Wait till he does a little sky blasting, and then he'll be like, "When are you going again?"
This is awesome.
Yeah. Duck hunting's fun.
Okay. This is maybe we edit this. Can you bring?
Don't put that on me.
Can you use like buckshot if you wanted to really reach out there and pray?
Yes, you can.
I don't think there's I've never heard of a limit of what like you. There's
I mean,
a
lead
is
an issue, but like I'm wondering
if you got
like,
steel buckshot.
Yeah, if you got like steel buckshot,
shooting geese,
just something like
quarter mile in the sky.
Trying to get out there a little farther. Dude, I've never been so devastated as to like look across the street 200 yards away, 50,000 snow geese.
I wonder if it's possible to make like a 12 gauge airburst round where you could set it to, detonate at 5, it's got like it's got a little twisty dial on it, and you set it for like 500 feet or you know what I mean? Just
3 seconds.
Yeah, you got to range the geese or the ducks, but then you're blasting it out there, and then it's air bursting in them like the flak gunners over Germany in World War II.
There's got to be. Mm-hmm. We'll talk to Cabela's about it.
Yeah. We got a guy.
Yeah. Get our sponsorship too with our airburst shells.
Huh? Airburst.
3 ducks, 1 round, boys.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good, actually.
Tagged out.
Yeah. Shot twice.
Once for fun.
Yeah.
All right, we are running out of steam. I think we're going to call this one short episode, but we're recording on a weeknight after practice. We got to get back
into. Quit
into
saying we're running out of steam. We just need to go.
We're hungry.
We can't be honest with these people.
Jiu-jitsu, hunger.
Jiu-jitsu, hunger, middle age.
Actually, hunger is the act. I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm so
starving.
hungry.
I'm ready to eat.
Yep. So. Let's get back to saying this. If you're enjoying the show, guys, leave us a review on Spotify and iTunes, and share it with your friends and your family and people that you don't like.
Yeah, certainly your mothers.
Because we're trying to grow listenership.